Noosa in the 80s, a carefree community, a holiday hotspot that still holds a dark secret.
How could this happen in this place, in paradise?
Lesley Larkin had moved from Sydney and was working as a waitress while teaching yoga.
She definitely had like a bouncy kind of bubbly energy, very bright eyes and, you know, just beautiful.
She'd come to Noosa for a fresh start, but at just 31 years old, her life came to a brutal end.
I have really vivid memories of my mother at that time in absolute despair.
This is one of few images of Juanita Wotherspoon with her older sister.
Very cuddly, I remember that. Very warm, sweet, really loved in the family.
Juanita was 10 when Lesley was killed at this unit complex.
It is definitely always confronting, eerie, a little scary. If I take myself back to that, what it would have been like for her that night.
On the 9th of November 1984, Lesley was found lying on her bed, naked, with severe head injuries. She'd been hit multiple times with a heavy object. She died in hospital the next day, with injuries so severe her mother couldn't recognise her.
Seeing her like that. Yeah, I know that was always imprinted on it, in her memory. And just to think that she'd have to look at other areas of her body because she'd never see her face again. It's devastating.
Police questioned more than 150 people, including Lesley's workmates, her ex-boyfriend Timothy Marlowe and her neighbour Michael Welsh. Mr Welsh, then a restaurant owner, told officers he'd gone to Lesley's unit earlier that night to discuss a job offer. He said he found her dog Riff Raff in the street several hours later, and when he went to return him, he found Lesley, badly beaten, and called for help. Mr Welsh still lives in the Noosa region, but declined to be interviewed for this story.
This is a puzzling case. Nothing was stolen, there was no sexual assault, there doesn't appear to have been a break and enter, so Lesley may even have been asleep at the time of the attack.
Criminologist Xanthi Mallet says it's rare for a killer not to share information with at least one other person.
People may be fearful to come forward or may feel prevented for some reason, but 40 years later, if they know something, then they could come forward and still help the police.
Lesley's mother is now 93, living with dementia in an aged care home.
It's a long time. It's a long time to wait for some sort of justice.
Part of me feels happy that she doesn't have to live it every year, that the rest of us can take on that responsibility.